Hi everybody, welcome to Dunbar Academy Quick Tips. I'm Jamie Dunbar, and today's quick tip is about one of the most powerful rewards you can use, or misuse, in dog training. Before we get started, please make sure you're subscribed so you never miss any of our videos. And, as always, if you'd like to learn more about this topic, head to dunbaracademy.com and check out our online dog training courses, many of which are completely free. One of the key aspects of good dog training is understanding how to use your dog's favorite activities to motivate them to do what you want them to do. For many dogs, their all-time favorite activity is going for a walk. Unfortunately, many owners inadvertently use walks to train their dogs to misbehave. Here's what happens. The owner decides it's a good time to take their dog for a walk, so they say, "Fido, let's go for a walk." Immediately, the dog goes crazy. This dog loves walks, so they start running around like an idiot, jumping and barking and acting totally out of control. Or, enthusiastic. So then the owner puts the dog on leash, opens the front door, and heads out into the world with their dog pulling desperately the whole way. After walking for a while, the dog goes poop, and the owner immediately turns around to take the dog home. Every step in that process was a mistake. If the dog loves walks, then the word walk is a reward. Putting on the dog's leash is a reward. Opening the front door is a reward. Leaving the house is a reward. And every single step of the walk is a reward. Not just any reward either, but one of the most potent rewards in a dog's life. So it's really important that you make sure you are rewarding the right things. That's why it's a really good idea to wait until your dog does something good before you tell them you're going for a walk. Use a walk as a reward for a particularly good obedience session or just for doing a great job of settling down quietly. But if your dog goes crazy when they hear about the walk, you don't want to reward that out of control behavior. Instead, ask your dog to come to you and sit and stay before you put on their collar. It might take a little while, or a long while, but you want them to learn that the walk won't begin until they are sitting, still, and focused on you. Then, walk to the front door and ask for another sit. Don't open the door if they're acting silly, pulling on leash, barking, jumping, or misbehaving in any way. Instead, open the door as a reward once they sit and look at you. Then, walk to the sidewalk and ask them to sit again. If they're too excited or distracted to listen to you, simply wait until they calm down and you can get them to sit. Once they sit, start walking. Now, with safety in mind, you should always teach your dog to sit at important boundaries, like your front door or the end of your driveway, and especially before crossing streets. Now, if your dog pulls on leash, stop walking. Remember, every step of the walk is a reward. You don't want your dog to think that pulling is the best way to keep you moving. Instead, you want to teach your dog that not pulling is the only way to get you to start walking. It's so simple. Just stay still until your dog sits. Then say, "Good dog," and take one step and ask your dog to sit again. If they pull, just wait. Once they stop pulling and sit, say, "Good dog," and take another step and wait until they sit. Keep this up until you can take a step and stop, and your dog will sit automatically. Now, string multiple steps together. First, 2 steps followed by a prompt sit. Then 3, then 5, 8, 10, and so on. If your dog ever pulls, simply stop and wait until your dog sits with a loose leash. Once you can walk with your dog and they don't pull, mix things up. Walk unpredictably. Change speed and reverse direction frequently, and your dog will have to pay attention to stay by your side. At least once every 25 yards, have your dog sit and look at you before carrying on. At least once every 100 yards, stop for a short training session. Do a few position changes, a couple tricks or some woof shush practice, then continue the walk as a reward. Or do some classical conditioning. Sit on a bench and hand feed your dog some of their kibble and just watch the world go by for a few minutes. This will help them learn to be calm and confident in different situations, especially when people or other dogs walk by. It doesn't matter if you don't walk very far. In fact, initially, rather than one long walk, it would be much better to take 5 short walks. In between each one, take your dog back inside and take them off leash, and then repeat the whole process of getting ready and leaving. You might not even make it to the end of the block. That's fine. The important thing is that your dog is being rewarded for the right things, so their behavior will improve. Eventually, you'll be able to enjoy long and relaxing walks together. So, to review. 1. Walks are a huge reward, so don't use them to reward bad behavior. 2. Stop and ask your dog to sit at every step in the process of leaving for a walk. 3. Do not proceed if your dog is pulling on leash or out of control. Wait until your dog sits or stops pulling on leash before you move forward with your walk. 4. Stop frequently for quick sits, brief obedience training routines, and long and leisurely classical conditioning sessions. Thanks for watching Dunbar Academy Quick Tips. I am Jamie Dunbar, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to learn more, make sure to visit dunbaracademy.com and check out our selection of free dog training and behavior courses. If you'd like to watch more Dunbar Academy YouTube videos, click here or here. And if you want to watch new videos as we post them, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notification.